So there's a dog sitting on the porch and he's going, oh, oh, he's making this noise.
Mhm.
And the somebody walks by and says to the owner, like, why is your dog making that noise? And he goes, oh, well, he's sitting on a nail. And they're like, well, why doesn't he move? He's like, well, he just haven't hasn't had enough pain.
To get off the nail, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's how most people are. They say they're in pain. They tell you, Jasper, help me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's what they do. They just want to talk to you and waste your time. They don't appreciate you because they just haven't had enough pain, you
Yeah.
know? And I think they're just so afraid to take a chance on something that's intangible like your services because they know
Yeah.
once they pay, they got to appreciate. They got to do and they got to execute
Mhm.
on what you tell them to do. And if they do it, they might lose their family because their family's not going to understand. They're going to be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you think you're better than us. You got money or whatever, you know?"
Yeah, I've had that talk countless times, and I always say it's usually going to be the people closest to you who are going to be your detractors, right? So, in thinking about who you associate with, is who is adding to your efforts or multiplying your efforts. Those are the people you want to stay connected with as best as you can, right? And then for everybody who's subtracting and dividing, you're like you're doing things that are not enhancing my life. It's hard because these are your family members, these people you live, like these are people in your house, like these are people you grew up with, and so people feel some kind of way. But I'm like, look at certain people, and this is why people move away from their hometowns, right? You were part of your family was a nobody, you were nobody. You're like, I got to go away from school, or you go to the military. You just move, and so you go to a new city. And you're like, I can start over. They don't know my
Yeah.
history. Now you're still harboring those feelings. Nobody knows a damn thing about you. You were just new person in the city trying to get acclimated. And so then you can kind of rebuild yourself. And maybe at some point, as people learn more about you, they'll find out. And I think about that with like this money journey that people are on where they're trying to get away from something. And I'm always thinking to myself, how do I get them to that next destination?
I want to help you make the switch and get rich without being homeless. My name is Liberty and I own I'm Worth It Inc. If this sounds like you and you want to make money with your art, your business, your YouTube channel and get rich without being homeless, then subscribe, help me get my silver play button and leave a comment and tell me what is your first income goal. You're worth it. Subscribe.